Back at it again, Haiti Biz News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, interacting in the most optimal way for your business, investment, entrepreneur activity. Today is the 9th of May. Let's talk about it. We have an interesting article, HaitiBizNews.com, 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 talking about very common situation that happens, very unfortunate common situation that happens in Haiti concerning land rights. We have the city of Cap-Haïtien, Lemonade, and Quartier-Morin trying to build a landfill that's going to be able to capture a lot of the trash that is happening that's occurring in their area, in addition to a large dumping site that residents are using, a mangrove, and so they're trying to. There's an attempt here to use a land site that has 19 hectare-acres of space and environment to do a formal modern landfill. Is being blocked. Right? The modern landfill is being backed financially. It's a $33.5 million project. It's being backed by the World Bank, IDB, and the French Development Agency. Okay, in addition to money being put in and rights and legal authority being done by those three communes I mentioned earlier. Already, this construction project has paid out to 19 families who are living on this space to acquire the land, and construction had already started. And out of nowhere, a businessman, a fellow by the name of Leslie Nazon, came and said, "Listen, no, I actually know this is my land, or a big part of it's my land, and I don't approve of a trash site on my land here." And that's kind of where we're at. Leslie Nazon went to court, had a court order to stop the construction project from advancing. And right now, there's just a big push, a big negotiation, if you want to call it that, where they're trying to get Nazon to the table to see what provisions and what can be allowed for the construction, this very essential infrastructure project to continue. And so I just wanted to talk about this because this is very much when someone is coming into Haiti and you see there is a large degree of lack of progress. The land rights issue in this country is in the way that we have land rights set up. It is incredibly I don't want to use the word complex, but it's not a straightforward process. For more information on that and for a full run through of what it takes to buy land and land rights in the country, make sure you check out an Anu Palais I had recently with Giovanni Menard. It was a 2-part series where we talked about what it takes to acquire land and then some of the pitfalls and the difficulties of how to overcome some of those situations. So very informative session that you really, if you haven't watched yet, do watch it. But that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing this owner come and say, no, this is my land. And now there's the back and forth that's going to happen until there's a resolution. And so we've seen a lot of these sort of situations happen before. Sometime 2 years ago, we had the Dutch government looking to try to build a legitimate waste management, sanitation sort of facility outside of Port-au-Prince near Titaien. And unfortunately, the same sort of issue came up. The government tried to issue some land, and lots of owners, a lot of folks who said, no, this is my land, came in, and ultimately the deal was killed. Even recently in Petronville, there was a fire department. There was a very large European Union, in fact, were trying to, for a long time, build a proper fire station in PV. And for years it languished. For years, they couldn't find land. It was back and forth. Every time the land was right, someone came in. No, this is my land. I want more money, which is always usually the play. I want more money, and they could never construct land there to the point they pulled out, and there had to be intervention at a very high level to finally now where the old graveyard exists right off Route Fouet when you're going up. PV, there is now finally a fire station. So this sort of back and forth. I mean, you can imagine the costs. You can imagine the time delays that occurs when you're having this level. You're doing such an incredible, important project for the population as a whole, and you can't because of that, right? In other countries, you have other means. First off, you have just clearer workflow of who owned what, correct? Not so much here. And additionally, when all comes said and done, the government can always enact certain legislative processes to say, listen, hey, we're taking this. We're taking this because it's for the public good, and we need to get it done. And here's what we're offering, and that's it. There's no lawsuits, there's no back and forths. And though technically Haiti does have that, it's still not as clean cut as it is in other countries to utilize. And so this is just a very textbook example. This story is a textbook example of a very difficult environment it is when it comes to doing anything related to land in this country. And certainly until there is a much concerted effort to clean up how we do things and how we record things, it's going to continue, right? An analysis, I think I already provided it. My analysis is to check out the previous video I've had with Giovanna Menard, where we break down and we talk about land rights and how to be successful when you're coming in to invest in land in the wild, wild west. That is the land legal environment of Haiti. So do check that video out. You like what I'm doing here? Leave a like. Feel strongly about something I said, leave a comment. I like to argue, right? Notification buttons somewhere down there, subscription buttons somewhere around there. Click those, share it to somebody, and we'll be back Monday to Friday until we're back at it again.